Hello Colltrainers, welcome to this sharing session about the new features of Colltrain Cambridge 2, available since the 5th of July 2021. Our agenda for today covers the latest changes like redesigned Flipchart objects, the fact that now the objects can be flipped over on one side or the other. You can start notes with two new formats and the default opacity for shapes has been changed to 20%. For image objects, we've added an overlay with color and text, so there is no need to go to PowerPoint or Photoshop to get the same visual effects. The table preview in sets is identical to what you see on the Flipchart, and this is a great addition as you can see the content of any sheet very clearly. The objects on the Flipchart can be selected, copied and pasted to different pages, and the objects can be reformatted all at once using a dedicated object inspector. In order to simplify the facilitating process, when you need to monitor many teams playing under the same time constraint, we've added a timer. So let's start with a new external frame for objects. As you can see, there is an outside frame around the object that hosts the toolbar and makes all other actions available in one place. Let me show you an example. I've started up a Flipchart activity. Let's take this note. As you can see, with the external frame, it is much easier to understand what can be done with the object. You can rotate the object from any corner, and you are able to resize it from any side. And using the toolbar, you can change some attributes instantly. Anything else is available in the toolbar, including setting up specific behaviors for that object. This is available for all the objects. Let's take a shape for example. The same stuff here. For sure, it is much easier to work like that because all of the objects can be approached the same way. Let's go further. As you can see, users can flip over the objects. This is a new behavior and can be accessed by designers by choosing Design mode. Now the users can flip over the object by clicking this handle. There are some additional settings related to this behavior, like setting reverse timeout and flip lock interval. You can set a reverse timeout for 1 second so that after 1 second the object flips back automatically. This can be a very useful feature for scavenger hunts or mystery solving type of activities. Let's go into notes and the changes related to formats, minimum and maximum dimensions, margin feature and background color change. As you can see, when you access the Notes tab, now we have the possibility to choose two new formats, square and vertical rectangle. The already existing ones, horizontal rectangle and circle, remain unchanged. Let's discuss the new margin feature. This can be accessed from the toolbar and you can choose the margin style, the thickness and the color. From the toolbar, you can change the background color and the text size as well. The text size can range from 10 to 120 pixels. We can build both huge objects and small ones like M&M clones. Let's move on with the shapes and icons. Now, the shapes have a new default opacity of 20%. If you take a random shape like a square and put it over any other object, the shape underneath will now be visible. The icons can now take on sizes as big as 120 pixels. We have also added overlays as a new feature for images. You can now add a layer of color and text to your image and change the opacity of the color. I will now get an image link from Unsplash. Let's add an overlay and choose its color. Change the text color and choose where to put the overlay. Example, top, bottom, left, right, or cover. I will write something. This is a nice dog. And let's also change the transparency of the overlay. For option, this is the bottom and div on the left. To make sure that the left and right overlays stick to their designated side, we suggest adjusting the font and making it smaller. New addition is very effective and useful because it saves time of opening another app like PowerPoint and Photoshop to create such overlays. Let's discuss about the tables. I will create two tables. And I will change up the color of the cells so that they will have two distinct patterns. If I define a new set, let's call it tables and patterns, and I add these two tables to the set, you can see a preview of them in the set window. This can also be applied to other objects like magnets, notes, icons, and images. You can now select, copy and paste any Flipchart object by using the Ctrl key, selecting your desired objects and right-clicking on the surface. Pressing Ctrl and selecting objects will also make the Selection Inspector window pop up. From here, we can, for example, change the background of all your selections, text alignments and border style, even the text format and size. This feature is very convenient if you need to manage multiple objects at the same time. Now let me show you the timer feature. The timer is automatically set to 1 minute, but now I will set it to 5 seconds for demonstration purposes. Also, I will activate the countdown mode and set the pause activity on complete option. Let's apply all the changes and start the timer. You can see that the timer turns red once it gets to the last 5 seconds and the activity has been paused. This feature is useful if you have to work with multiple teams and if you want to make sure that each team has an equal amount of time allotted for the activity. So, there you have it. Colltrain Cambridge 2. See you next time.